Hi everybody, this is Stephanie. I'm jumping in for another project life process. Okay, so this is week 16. This is April 11th to the 17th, I believe. I'm going to have another additional insert. This is actually a Becky Higgins design C, so it had a total of 4x6 slots, and I just cut this down in half. The remainder piece I'm going to recycle, and I'm probably going to place it, to do for like the shakers or something like that. I'm gonna recycle it, guys. I just don't throw things away. I know I'm bad, but anyways, I wanted to do a insert because this is also Easter week, as you can tell, and I just totally fudged everything up here. But so I originally wanted my Easter spread here to be all in here, but it just didn't work out for me. I didn't like the layout of it too much. Like, I didn't like where it was going. And I love having my two main stories on the 3x4 slots, and I didn't want to stick them in here, and it just didn't make sense altogether. So I ended up placing just basically, this is kind of the week, and then this is the event. And as you can see here, most of the photos have this 4x6 collage of 3 different photos of that, and I'm okay with doing just an overview. Remember, I always tell you about Project Life being simply an overview, and this is because I love doing 12x12 layouts of this an event or occasions to where it highlights in a bigger format, and I will share more about that. Here's just an overview. So sharing 3 different photos on this is just, it's perfect, because I'll probably be placing a picture like this in 3x4 or 4x6 of just him in his album, and then same thing here, but this is for me. This is an overview to just go by in a flash. So this is why I'm okay with having a bunch of little pictures in one collage of 4x6. Speaking of another collage here, I have this photo right here. He's learning how to play hide and seek. It is the cutest thing. This is Henry. He's 2 years old. He's 2.5. And it was so funny, one morning we were running around and we got these like little slingshots kind of, and they're soft. And we're throwing them at each other, and he's trying to hide from them. Guys, look at that. And he's just we can see him. It's so funny, right? And he realized, like, wait, they can still see me. So he goes running to me. I'm hiding underneath my desk in the craft room, and he comes running in like, oh, let me go hide with mom. She has a better spot. I just loved it. It was the cutest. This is a little I don't even know what to call them. They make these like plastic style balloons. It's kind of like a bubble, in between a bubble and a balloon, because it does pop, and it starts to shrivel and shrink the plastic of it. But he was learning how to make them, and he made this huge one. And this is also the other picture for the mason making it, and he put it on his head, and you can see it starting to shrink up. But overall, so I just have a lot of different little things that I want to document for this week, and I just felt like adding in an insert. Basically, this is the week, and this is Easter, and I felt like I needed enough room to where I shared most of my favorite photos, and they will get documented elsewhere. All right, let me pull out the kit I'm going to be working with. Alright, I'm switching over to Voiceover now as I grab out all my products. I'm grabbing out some 4x6 cards. I am grabbing out the kit and also the excess cards that I have from previous kits, the 3x4s. Here they are, and let's begin. It is a bit of a struggle as I figure things out. This is why. And the kids were just getting really loud, so I had to do the rest in a voiceover. Apologies. But I did explain pretty much the overall of how I changed things up this time around. So another thing you may notice is my title card is not going to be in that upper left portion as much as I wanted to. I just could not fathom having one of my Easter photos leak over to the right side. So instead, grudgingly, I moved my title card to the center, which it actually worked out pretty freaking awesome. I love that it was in the center front. It was front and center, perfect to share like it's this week. So I go with that card there. I am looking through the paper pad that I got for the month of May. The beauty of getting behind on Project Life, you get to use newer products, right? And anyways, I'm looking at their shirts. I got to get them to dress alike, my older one and my middle one. Yes, I did that. I think that's a true mom moment right there, when you tend to dress your kids alike. If, my mom did it for my sister and I did it too. So I'm looking into the colors of the shirt, trying to see which one I'm going to pull in the most and go from there. I really love this pattern paper here. It is so busy, so it's pretty much a perfect filler card. So I thought about placing this pattern card as my title card, this pattern paper, but after debation, I will switch it out. So just bear with me as I ponder on all these beautiful papers. You can see this cover from the paper pad. I thought, why not cut these out and use them like as a 4x6, but they weren't tall enough. So another cool idea I thought would be make them like washi strips. So I'm gonna save that for another spread. So here I am considering it to be my title card, and normally that would not have been a bad idea. However, I do like to stamp out the week, and since it's already a busy card, it did not seem like that's going to be the perfect plan for that card. So I will be placing it in the empty slot above in that 4x6. I just haven't gotten there yet. So the left side, as you can see, as I switch out my pattern project life cards, which ones are up for debate, I will talk about the photos. There on the left portion is all about Easter. We did Easter in the house. They wanted to do egg hunting in the house rather than outside. My older one, Sean, wanted to have hot wings for dinner of all things. And out of, all three kids, he was the one, the oldest, at 12 years old, did the, the little bunny foam craft kit that I placed in their basket, and I just thought that was so cute, so I had to take a picture of that one. That's pretty much the highlights of Easter. Moving on to the insert that you see here, I talked about that top photo. I'm going to talk about the bottom photo. That bottom photo is the three boys eating popcorn, and I'm kind of almost like passed out on the couch. I always fall asleep when they're watching Lord of the Rings. I'm so sorry to say that. I love the Hobbit series more than I do Lord of the Rings. I was actually hearing an audiobook, but I was kind of dozing off. But as you notice, my husband is behind the camera, and I really love when he takes, the time to take a photo for two reasons, because he totally embraces my need to document everything in scrapbook, so he takes many photos, and two, because I like to see when he sees moment-worthy photos, if that makes any sense at all. Just having a moment here, my husband taking photos, and just always nice, especially when I'm not in front of the camera more often than not. So this is just a nice reminder that I need to be in the pictures more often. So moving on to the right side of the spread, that photo that's on the top, the 4x6, that is just the boys outside in the backyard practicing baseball, of course, and Henry, it had to be outside too. This pattern paper there, it's kind of busy, but I felt like I wanted to add some other colors, so this spread is going to be where I add in so many hearts all over, and I love it so much, so I cannot wait to show you the overview. Moving on to the middle row of the 3x4 photos, I talked to you about the one in red where Mason has like a balloon on his head. So I'm moving to the next 3x4 photo to the right, and it is Sean. He is reaching for something high on the top shelf, and he can barely reach, so he was like, I can't reach, and so I let him in on a little short girl problems hack. I normally grab out tongs and I reach for the top shelf, and I told him, see, that's how we have problems. We have to figure things out without you tall people here, because he always makes fun of me that I'm short. And so now I got to make fun of him. It was so worth it. But I did let him know on a little secret, so that's normally what I have to do when we can, we can't reach most of the stuff on the top shelf and there's no one tall around. This is what we gotta do. So he grabbed something from the top shelf using the tongs. And when I say I'm short, I'm 4'8", 4'9" max. And yeah, I'm pretty short. I'm fun size. Moving on to the last 4x6 there on the bottom, it is another picture of Mason in baseball. We had a game that day during this week, and in the last 4x6 to the right is the boys playing on our bed before bedtime, just because that's what they do. They don't want to go to bed yet, so they'll play, and that's what they did. So here I am just adding in some embellishments and some stickers of course, there'll be so much more after I do all the journaling, and that will pretty much sum it up. I love these stickers. These color combo of these smaller hearts and stars were from, I think, the Christmas collection last year. So I forgot to mention the top photo right there in the insert in the upper portion, that 4x6. That is when Henry and I were heading outside and we decided to do some chalk. The funny part is that we have no clean, like, cement, like, anywhere, like, sidewalk that's nice and clean to, like, even use chalk. So all we have are these little patches of cement in front of the stairs that are seriously the saddest thing ever. But the boys did it the day before, and now Henry was doing it, and they were totally happy and fine to have little images on each of these little patches of cement. And I just love the fact that, I don't know, it just, they made it so, they didn't care. They were just happy to color something, and it made me happy to see that it's the little things that make the day great. So it was nice to color rainbows and clouds and a sun on those little patches, and they had fun. Of course, they left all the chalk outside, so the next day it rained, and no, we don't have chalk, but it was still a nice memory. Now here I am adding in a ton of the stickers and the rest of embellishments just because I have so much fun. I think this kit is so affordable, and the amount of stuff that comes with it. I do I always get extra items, whether it be a stamp set or a sticker pack or the little words. But I like that it's affordable to start with, and there's no additional fee, a shipping fee when you add more. It just gets bundled with your kit. So I fall for that every month. And I'm using these up. They're very generic enough to apply to each memory or slash scene in every photo. And they come with a ton of labels, so like if it wasn't themed to fit your photo, you can always place a label and do your own journaling. I think who have I seen do that? Inky Quill here on YouTube. Oh, I love her channel. She has 2 channels. One is like kind of like mixed media and art journaling, and then the other one, Inky Quill, is like Project Life and Traveler's Notebooks and other things like that, and 12x12 layouts and stuff like that. Amazing. And so now, what am I going to do now? I think I'm done adding in all the touches, the embellishments, and the hearts. And I think I will be giving you that overview here in a bit. Yep, here we go. Here it is, all completed. I had so many hearts everywhere, as you can see, after my journaling, and my title card has hearts. Hearts just threw up on this spread, and I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Turning this guy over, again, more hearts on that Project Life card, more hearts, guys. We can't go wrong with hearts, right? I hope you enjoyed the process, and if you consider to subscribe, I would really appreciate it, and I'd love to have you. Don't forget to comment down below and let me know you do Project Life. Are you caught up? I am definitely behind, as you can see. But yeah, let me know. And what's your favorite supplies? I'm really digging these hearts. I'm gonna have to stock up. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.